Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So today I am doing the third current household update for the McLain household. If you've missed the first two updates, I will link those in the description so you can check them out, or else you will probably be quite confused about the storyline and all that drama. So, last where we left off, Jocelyn, which is the sim we're looking at, just kicked Finnegan out of the house. And from there, we have proceeded quite a bit. We have made a lot of progress in this gameplay. If you couldn't already tell, we're in a new house, but not only are we in a new house, we are in a brand new world. The world we're living in is called Alpine County. I will leave a link in the description to where you can download it. It is a custom world, so if you want to check that out, you can do so. But I guess I'll just start off with the reason Jocelyn decided to leave Starlight Shores. Not only was the memories of having that relationship with Finnegan getting to her, but I feel like Jocelyn started to notice that a lot of people around her, a lot of people that were close to her, were starting to get fed up in that sort of celebrity gossip, stuck up sort of attitude. And they were really starting to depart from their true selves, and her friends just weren't very friendly anymore, and they didn't seem to want to have anything to do with Jocelyn. And she was just really tired of just the attitude of not only her friends, but the entire town. She was tired of just being around liars and cheaters and just fake people. That's why she decided to move. Now, if we backtrack a little bit, she never really had too many friends in Starlight Shores. Her main friends were Priscilla, Karen. She had her boss was her best friend, but he died, so he's not in our relationships anymore. And this guy Talon, which we were actually intending to becoming romantically involved with him in the last update, but that has changed courses. So basically Jocelyn started to notice that her friends were really just becoming flaky and fake when in times where she really needed them. So when Jocelyn recently split with Finnegan, obviously that'd be a hard time for anyone having a divorce, finding out your spouse was cheating on you with more than one person, and just having to go through that in life. I feel like she really just needed some close friends just to keep her close and to reassure her and to just be there for her. And that's just what they weren't doing. It's the exact opposite of who they were. Karen used to be our closest friend for a pretty decent while. But then she just stopped talking to us. We tried to hang out with her. She wouldn't want to hang out. We tried throwing parties and inviting her. She never came. We tried doing everything, but she just didn't want to become involved with us. And that's not only goes for Karen, but also all of our other friends like Priscilla and Talon. Even things that were very dear and near and dear to her heart, that her friends wouldn't even show up. She tried to throw a birthday party for her son, Ethan, which anyone who knows Jocelyn would know Ethan is basically her world. Ethan means the most, or not Ethan, Elijah. Why am I saying Ethan? Ignore that. But Elijah is her world, and it's just, her son means a lot to her, and her friends, no one, in fact, showed up to her party. Even things that didn't have to do with her family. She just went for leisure day back at Starlight Shores. She just threw a friendly beach party so she and her friends could all just hang out and chill on the beach. No one showed up, and it was just she just really hated the fake attitudes of her friends and just who they were becoming and just involved in this rich sort of stuck up society. That's why she was sort of done. She was like, okay, why am I gonna stay in this land where no one is true to themselves, no one's faithful, no one's honest. Like, I don't want all these memories to be here anymore. So she talked to Elijah, explained the situation, and explained how Jocelyn ultimately wanted a better life, not for just herself, but also for him, for both of them, for, you know, the future generations to hopefully come. She just wants to create a better life for the both of them. You know, Elijah was very shy, and he never really had too many friends in school. And I mean, he still doesn't, but but at the time he was a kid, so he basically spent a lot of time with home and with his mother, and he agreed. And well, it wasn't his choice anyways if they were leaving or not, but he understood, and he was sort of excited to start fresh in a new environment, and that is where we are now. So they moved to Alpine County, which is a suburban area. Jocelyn figured that if you're going to come from a rich sort of celebrity, stuck up, high class sort of environment, if they want to find genuine, true people, you might as well move to the complete opposite. So they decided to move to Alpine County, which is a more suburban, very forested sort of area. There is a city in the center still, so does have a little bit of urban lifestyle, but for the most part is very much a suburban location and more quiet and reserved as opposed to Starlight Shores. So that is why they up and left. If you're wondering what her relationships are including as of right now, she doesn't really have too many friends. She's a very social person, so I want to eventually kind of focus on her friendships. But for now, I feel like she's really focusing on her career. In Starlight Shores, she was just filled with so much pain and so much hurt and so much drama that she really didn't get a chance to focus on her career, and that's honestly what she ultimately wants to do in life. Her lifetime wish is to reach level 10 of the medical career track. She, you know, wants to become a world-renowned surgeon, and she just feels like in Starlight Shores all the people and drama were taking away from her dream. And so as soon as she got to Alpine County, she sort of put her social life on the DL for a little bit and just started focusing on her career. So she's currently a gene therapist. She is level 7 in the medical career. I'm pretty sure we were level 4 or something in the last update, so being level 7 is pretty dang good if you do ask me. I really have been loving playing with the medical career, and she's really been loving going to work and just being very, very involved in work nowadays. She's been checking up on patients. I don't know, like, she's been doing a lot of stuff. She's been very active and involved in her career, and she loves it, and I love it. So it's definitely been a lot of fun to play. So yeah, that's what she's been definitely focusing on. As of her relationships, as I said, she wasn't really focusing on relationships as soon as she got here, and she sort of is slowly now trying to integrate them into her life. After her experience with Finnegan, she really doesn't want to rush anyone into her life all at once. She really wants to kind of keep it on the down low, and she wants to be careful of who she accepts to be her friends. You know, she doesn't want everyone to up and leave like her friends, quote unquote friends, did to her back in her hometown of Starlight Shores. So her best friend is, of course, her son. Elijah means the world to her. They've always been very close ever since birth, ever since, you know, that whole incident with Finnegan. Jocelyn has always been very careful to keep Elijah very close to her. So yeah, they're still best friends even as Elijah's a teenager. So that's very, very sweet. One of her best friends is her boss, which is Sugar Bijou. So yeah, once again, that's sort of a work relation. So, and she's been very focused on work. Still, I guess a lot of her relationships are kind of coming from her job. So yeah, she really likes talking to her. They have really good relationships. They are good friends. We also, and that's pretty much it, honestly. She doesn't really have too many friends. Only really her son and her boss, which is very surprising sort of turnaround from what she was sort of doing before in Starlight Tours. Which, I mean, is very understandable. Though she's a social butterfly and she wants social relationships, she is sort of keeping to herself based on, you know, her story and her past. And, you know, she does want friends, obviously. She is going to open up and sort of focus on her relationships in a little bit. But for now, she's just very career oriented, and it's just really much so into that right now. If you're wondering, in relationships, who we are currently looking about for her potential future lover, because I still do want Jocelyn to hopefully get married in the future. So I still want to look for guys, and I mean, if she doesn't end up getting married, she doesn't end up getting married, but I still want to try. You know, we didn't just move out of Alpine County for nothing. You know, we want to hopefully create a sort of a life for ourselves. So I did have Jocelyn, when she first moved here, sign up for an online dating profile, and there were quite a few people we found interesting, but the one that really struck our eye was this guy named Wayne Martin. Now, we messaged him, we met up with him a few times, and he seemed to be really interested in us. We were really interested in him, and then we found out recently that he had a freaking wife, and he was on the online dating profile. So Jocelyn was like, okay, I can't be dealing with this again. So she just immediately left him in the dust. I mean, if you have a wife, man, why are you on like friggin' sim Tinder or whatever it is? Match.sim. Sim. Yep. Okay. And I don't know. Guys, it's late. By the way, I actually tried to film this video multiple times, but I feel like I just did a horrible job at explaining, so that's why I'm like redoing it so many times. So yeah, fun fact. Anyways, getting back to the story, Wayne didn't work out. So that's when Jocelyn decided she was done with online dating. She didn't want to deal with fools and scammers like Wayne or like Finnegan. You know, Finnegan was already hooking up with everybody, and she didn't want to deal with people she didn't even know. She wanted to get to know people before she trusted them like that. So we didn't want to pull another Finnegan and not know a single thing about anyone before we jumped into a relationship. So she decided to quit online dating and thought it was just not a good idea. Let's see. As for relationships right now, she recently met this guy named Tom Wardy. They got that notification that said, what was it? It's like, you and I have a lot in common. We should get to know each other better. That notification. So they were immediately attracted to each other. And Jocelyn got to know him a little bit more, once again, trying to avoid what happened with Finnegan. And we found out that Tom was grumpy, mean-spirited, and brave. So obviously grumpy, mean-spirited, that was a no-go. So Jocelyn just decided to ignore him, not confront him or anything. He is single though, which is good, but like, we decided to ignore him because that's obviously not the guy Jocelyn is looking for or deserves, like, whatsoever. But then we also met this guy, Lee Morel, and they got that same notification too, where it's like, I would love to get to know you better. We have so much in common. So I don't know much about Lee, so we want to get to know him a little bit, and then hopefully things will go well on him. Tom was our most recent sort of guy we got to know. Where is he? Tom was the most recent guy we got to know. Wayne was the first one. And then Lee, he is the next one that's on our agenda. So we're hopefully going to get to know him. Hopefully in the next update, we will have some sort of story with Lee. Because I do like him. I think he's a pretty cute sim. So let's see. Hopefully he's a good person. We have to get to know that first, because that's what's more important here. But yeah, that's sort of what's involved in her relationship life. Really not a lot, nothing dramatic, because that is exactly what Jocelyn's trying to avoid here. But yeah, she's very career oriented right now, and that matter. Her skills, she is currently level 2 athletic, she's level 4 cooking, level 6 logic, level 1 painting, and level 2 social networking. So yeah, I'm pretty sure those skills are the exact same ones she had in the previous update, but thought I'd just read them off to you guys. Um, Definitely trying to focus on logic for her career, but at the same time, I also really want to get her into science. If you don't know, the science skill comes with the University Life expansion pack, and I really want her to get a skill in that because she is a doctor, or she wants to be a doctor. So I thought science would be something she'd obviously kind of like, kind of have to like science like if you want to be a doctor. But yeah, so I bought her a couple things. I bought her this brain enhancement machine, which I don't know if this gets up your logic or your science skill. I literally have no idea because she doesn't have one, so probably not. But you can do some science related stuff on it, which look pretty technical, so that's what she enjoys doing. And then she also has this thing out here, which we've yet to use, but it's out here. Yeah, so I know for sure this gets up your science skill, but I'm not too sure if the brain enhancement machine gets up your science skill, so we gonna have to figure that one out. Anyways, that's kind of her skills, and that's what she's sort of focusing on right now. And let's see. Oh yeah, we do have a lifetime reward. We have the attractive lifetime reward. This reads, whether it's the pleasing scent or charm, people will suddenly like you more. So since Jocelyn really hasn't been having much luck finding someone she really wants to be with and commit to, and just really not having much luck just having friends in general, I decided to get her that. I got her that very recently, so I guess it really hasn't had time to kick in, or like we haven't really had much time to use it. But we have definitely I definitely want to use it because I want her to sort of get into her relationships a little bit more. I think when she gets one more promotion in her career, then we'll start working on her relationships and sort of getting back into that schmeal of a deal. So yeah, another relationship I did not quite go over because I wanted to show you guys later, but this little guy, we got a little doggy for the family. This is Toby McLain. Oh my goodness, I need to show you guys. He is the cutest thing ever. He is a puppy. Look how freaking cute. He's so cute. But yeah, we have not had, or Jocelyn has not had a dog since like the early stages of her and Finnegan dating. So it's been a long time, but Jocelyn is a very nurturing person. She really loves animals and people, and she definitely cares about them a lot. So they decided to get a dog. She decided she's over Finnegan. She's miles away from the people and the memories in Starlight Shores. So she thought it was a good time to get little Mr. Toby here. He's so cute. I actually want them to get another dog because I think it'd be so cute if they had two dogs and they like maybe had puppies. Oh my god, I need to do that. Okay, I need to adopt another dog. Hoping that by the next update, I'll have another dog in the household. That'd be so much fun. But basically Toby, he's loyal, he's a hydrophobic, and he's non-destructive. Yeah, that's all that's really going on with him. He doesn't have any skills, but he's really cute, and everyone loves him. Like, both Elijah and Jocelyn really, really love this little dog. Like, he's a great addition to the family. So yeah, that's pretty much it for Jocelyn. She is an adult, by the way. I did age her up. As soon as she turned into adult, she decided that she wanted to leave Starlight Shores, and she decided to really make that really grown, mature decision. And I'm honestly really proud of Jocelyn. She's aging up in 19 days, and she's really starting to just start her life, and I'm really proud of her. She's very, very much maturing. She really is becoming an adult, as you will. Or if you will. I don't know. I'm saying like everything wrong today. But, so yeah, she made that decision to move on her own. She's really sort of evolving her character, which I I don't know. I don't know how else to describe it. I can just really see throughout gameplay how when I first started this my current household with her, and even if you just check the first current household update, uh I started, and she was honestly sort of optimistic type of person. She genuinely loved people, and she still does. She's a very people person. She was always very smart. She always knew what she always kind of could get behind the human mind, and just, she really understood people. She's always been a daredevil and brave. So she's sort of, has always been a risk taker and someone to sort of do the unexpected, and someone to basically do that. And obviously she's a social butterfly, which kind of ties into being a people person. But I definitely feel like her personality has evolved from being a sort of brave and daredevil traits, meaning that she was a risk taker, and she stood up for people, and she believed in people, sort of bravery and sort of risky behavior, to more of evolving into a mature, more sort of like, I know what I want for myself. I'm looking out for the safety of not only myself, but other people. And she's really starting to take into consideration herself and her own well-being, as well as the well-being of others. And she's not afraid to say it. That's the sort of the way she sort of evolved in her traits. So she's always kind of had her traits and attributes in her, but I definitely feel like they've evolved from a more risk-taking persona and a more to a more like mature, like safety, and sort of like, I know who I am, who I want, what I want, and how I'm gonna get it sort of person. I don't know if that really makes sense, but I feel like her traits just really much matured. And I don't know if that really makes sense, but like, I don't know. In gameplay, I can just really see her maturing into a wonderful woman. But yeah, that's pretty much Miss Jocelyn McLain. I really love playing with her. She's honestly like my favorite sim I've ever made. Hands down. One of my favorite sims, at least. If she's not my favorite, she's like one of my top favorites. Not only is she gorgeous, like no matter what age she is, but her story, I just really love her story, and I just can't wait to keep evolving it. All right, so we're gonna move on to Elijah, which is her son, by the way. So this is Elijah. He is not the cutest thing, to be honest. He literally looks just like Finnegan, which is probably why he's a little fugly. But you know, we all can be blessed. Yeah, I'm actually thinking about giving him plastic surgery when he gets older. So to fix a little bit of the ratchetness. But you know, it's about the personality, you know, not necessarily about the appearance. But you know, we'll fix that later. We'll cuten him up a little bit, because if I'm gonna be playing these Sims for a while, I want to be able to have babies and not be afraid. Okay, anyways, we're getting off track. But Elijah's a teenager. He ages up in 4 days, which is insane. I cannot believe that. And his traits are disciplined, handy, good, and he's friendly. And he, ever since Elijah has been a little kid, so since the previous episode, or the previous update, he's had the lifetime wish to become the international super spy. So he wants to reach level 10 in the law enforcement career track, the special agent branch. And he's always had this sort of mentality ever since he was little to sort of stop the bad guys. You know, Elijah, ever since being a very young age, he sort of noticed his mother's and father's behaviors, and he's noticed that his mother has been always very hurt by, you know, Finnegan's actions and just the actions of just bad people. And I don't know, it's not a very good description of what I'm thinking here, but I feel like even kids, even toddlers, little kids, they sort of have a little radar when they know something's wrong. No matter what age you are, everyone sort of has everyone has a conscience, basically, when things are wrong. And he just really noticed how much it hurt his mother when Finnegan left her, or when Finnegan when Finnegan left Jocelyn. Yeah. And Elijah just really hated seeing his mother like that. Obviously they're best friends, as I said. They're super, super close. And it broke his heart, you know? He's always been very close to his mom, and he set it as his goal ever since he was little to sort of stop the bad guys. So even the bad guys who were sort of not as prominent or not as seen as like Finnegan, he tried to cover it up, but he was still a bad guy. So that's sort of why Elijah wants to be a special agent. I think that's a perfect career for him, and he's definitely just been working so hard as a teenager to set out for that. He wants to go to university. He's definitely been working on his skills, sort of get him there. He is a level 4 athletic and a level 2 handiness and a level 1 logic, which I'm pretty sure all those skills you need for that career branch and to go into the technology field in college. So he's already preparing. He's been working so hard to get his skills up for college and working so hard in school to hopefully get a scholarship. He's a grade A student, and he's just been working so extremely hard. He also had a job. I say had. He had a job for a very, very long time, for like basically as long as we've been here. Elijah's had a job. And the reason he recently quit was because Elijah's graduating very soon. He's like a senior in high school. He's graduating in 4 days, or 5 days technically, because he has to age up first. And Jocelyn really just wanted to spend time with her baby before he went off to college. She knows that she's gonna do great things, and she's really gonna miss him when he's at college. You know, Elijah's basically all she has. She's the reason she's doing so many of the things she's doing right now. Why she moved and why she's so strong. And you know, she really wants the best for him, but at the same time, she really wants to keep her baby close. So even though Elijah's trying to work very hard to raise, you know, he got a job at the grocery store to sort of not raise money, but sort of to get some money for a scholarship. He's working so hard in school, and he's working so hard at his skills to sort of get that scholarship and get that diploma to get where he needs to be in life. And she just wants to spend more time with his son, or she wants to spend more time with her son, which is why they decided to quit. So they've been spending a little bit of bonding time together, but he's just very recently quit, so he really hasn't had much time. Like, they really haven't had too much time together, but like, you know, the point is they've been spending some more bonding time together. That was the point of having Jocelyn kind of persuaded Elijah to quit his job, and that's just what he's doing. He still wants to get a part-time job again because he still wants to work hard and do what he does. He's such a hardworking boy, and I love that about him. He definitely got that trait from his mother. And he's just, he's just working day by day to get through. Literally, his daily routine, he wakes up, he does homework in the morning, he goes to school, and then he goes after school. He has like an hour or so before work. So at school, he does a little bit of his homework, and after doing a little bit of his homework, he goes to work. And then after work, he goes home. He's exhausted, so he eats and sleeps, and then he wakes up and starts to cycle over again. So it's just like homework, school, homework, work, wake up, repeat. And then on the weekends and in between, whenever he can, he's been working on his skills. So like his handiness and his athleticism and his logic, and all that fun stuff. So I am confusing all my Sims. Elijah, he also has a skill point in martial arts, and that's because we have this guy out here. If we come all the way out here on the deck, we have a little martial arts dummy. Now, if you didn't watch the first update, or if you just forgot, because it's pretty easy to forget, Jocelyn and Finnegan, went to China for their honeymoon. And from their honeymoon, they bought back a ton of stuff, including that martial arts, like, skill building thingy. So Elijah, being raised in a household sort of alone a lot of the time, his mother sort of having to go out and work, and his father not ever being there, and just, obviously his father being kicked out the house and everything, Elijah had to sort of kind of occupy himself, find new things to do, especially as a child. So he really started taking a look at sort of the souvenir photos that Jocelyn had took in China for their honeymoon, and he also was really interested in this dummy that they just had sitting inside their house. Not dummy as in like dumb person, because Finnegan, no, but kind of true though. No, but like this, I think it's called a martial arts dummy. I don't know, but they he's also got very interested in this. And he has since then always been really interested in pursuing martial arts. Just, I guess, being around that environment and everything. He does have the discipline trait, so he is just really interested and fascinated in Chinese culture. He actually wants to go to China. His wish disappeared, or I think I obviously got rid of it or something, because I'm pretty sure he rolled the want to go to China or travel abroad or something. They both did, because she wants to go back to China, and I'm pretty positive he rolled that want to go to China. But yeah, he's just very fascinated in Chinese history, and he not only wants to pursue his martial arts skill, but he also wants to go to China and visit and learn about the culture and about the people there. So I definitely think we're gonna go to China soon, because we literally have so much money and I need to get rid of it. I have some ideas of some things I want to do to get rid of the money. So hopefully going to China will be one thing we can do to get rid of this. Some of this, because I don't want all this money. I don't want it to be too easy for us. So yeah, that's basically Elijah. He, not only is he a very determined, hardworking boy, I said that really weird, boy, no, but not only is he a very hardworking, determined, soon to be young man, but he also, he's very interested in culture, and he's very interested about people, about not only Chinese history, but just people in general. And he's always been raised like that, with having Jocelyn as a wonderful mother. So yeah, that's just kind of Elijah's story, thus far. I'm really excited to play with him in the future. I'm so excited to take him to university. I have not played with university in so long, and I have not played with the technology, major. So I'm really excited to do that. But also, one other thing I thought I'd mention, I dyed Elijah's hair. It's like a reddish sort of color right now. His hair is originally blonde, by the way. He got that from Finnegan. But it's a sort of reddish color right now. And I don't know, I thought it looked kind of good on him, so I gave it to him. I think what I want to do is like gradually darken his hair. So maybe we can get it to like a dark brown and potentially black. I don't know. I just thought it'd be kind of cool or kind of fun to do, I didn't really like his blonde hair. I think he looks better like this, honestly. So yeah, we'll just say he's starting to dye his hair, starting to care about his appearance a little bit. So we'll give him some plastic surgery, and that'll complete the look. So, this is the beginning stages, guys. He's not the cutest thing, but it's kind of like a baby, like a newborn baby. They don't look that cute when they just came out the womb, They're like these little like red tomato faces, and like they're all scrawny, and yeah, it's like the beginning stages. Babies get cute later. So same thing with it. Why am I comparing this teenager to an infant? Okay, anyways, I need to get some rest. So but I need to show you guys the house. Okay, I want to show you guys the house. All right, I'll do that right now. So this is the house that we are currently living in. It came with the town, Alpine County. It is right here on the map. So this is basically the main town, city area over here. So if you come over here to 328 Beachcomber House. Yes. All right. So it's a really nice house. I didn't build it or furnish it at all. It was already pre-furnished and built by whoever made this town, which I believe was My Sims Realty, but I'm not like 100% sure, so don't quote me on that. But yeah, it's a super cute house. I really love the way it looks. I think it's freaking adorable. So quick little tour, really isn't much to show, but this is the downstairs area. That's the front door over there, and then this is just our little downstairs living area. I do want to refurnish this place a little bit, but I just was been too lazy. So far it's just the way it was furnished. Here's a little hallway with a dresser and a mirror. Out this door is obviously a little patio area with the fortune cookie maker we got from China, as well as this little martial arts dummy. Out back, down these stairs, we have a little garden with some of Jocelyn's sort of goods that she wants to get into for her science skill. And she has some plants down here that we should probably harvest. So yeah, we'll get to that. So if we go back inside, slowly but surely, tugging along here, through these doors, right here, we have a bathroom. So this is just a full bathroom, fully decked out. Nothing too fancy. I was about to say special and fancy. Nothing too fancy. I'm going to make that a word now. And then across from that, we have the little study. So we have a desk, some bookshelves, and then a brain enhancer machine, because everyone, I think everyone has a brain enhancer machine in their study. Because I mean, why would you not? Okay, so moving back this way, have a little dog toy on the ground. So cute. We have a little logic table to get up their logic skill, or chess table, not logic table. Here are the stairs, and then here's the kitchen, and then here's the dining room. Little cow plant, because, you know, we classy like that. So if we move up the stairs, whoops, okay, I'm just going through. But if we move up the stairs, where Jocelyn is, we basically have this little hallway, this little hallway with a bookshelf and not much else in it. Back here, we have Elijah's bedroom, which I think is actually really cute. I really like the color scheme. I don't know. I think I like it. And then over here, we have a fully furnished bathroom. And we have a baby room right here. And we have on the right side the master bedroom, which, yeah, so I pretty much didn't furnish anything. So if you like anything, please give credit to the creators of the world, because I didn't do this. The only thing I really added was like this comforter on top of the bed and like a few other odds and ends around the house. But other than that, that's pretty much it. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, or I really did a lot of stuff between episodes, so I just needed to tell you guys about all the updates. So hopefully you guys don't mind the super long video. Thank you all so much for watching. If you did enjoy this, be sure to leave a like and let me know your opinions and what you want to see this household do. Alright guys, thank you all so much, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye everyone! Hey, you! Yes, you! So I'm trying out this new outro layout inspired by Lil Simsy. I recently found her channel and I'm actually obsessed, so I'll link her down below.